Everybody, so today we have 2 to go. We're just going to talk about graphing circles in the coordinate plane. We're on page 23 in your packet. So this is the standard equation of a circle that you're looking at with a center HK and a radius of R. So basically you do x minus the x value in your point and plus y minus the y value in your point, square it, equals your radius squared. So let's just first take a look at some examples. So the equation, if your center is 2, 4, this is your x and your y, or your h and your k in that case. So it's x minus 2 squared plus y minus 4 squared equals your radius squared, which is 25. Okay, for the next one, x minus negative 8 would become x plus 8 squared plus, if you're not adding anything to y, it's just going to be y squared. All right, because there's nothing in the parentheses with it, equals the square root of 3 squared is just 3. Those cancel each other out. It's important that you know that it's subtraction. Think about a smiley face. Okay, here's the 2 eyes, the nose. It's kind of like the distance formula. Okay. All right, 0, 0. That would just be plain old x squared plus y squared because you're not adding or subtracting anything, equals 9 squared, which is 81. Okay, let's go the other way now. The center would be, since x plus 3, it's going to be negative 3 and positive 7, right? You switch the sign. And then the square root of 64 is 8. So your radius is 8. All right, on the next one, your center is positive 8, 0. And your radius is just the square root of 30. Okay, so let's give some of these a try. It says write the equation of a circle that passes through negative 2, 5 and has a center of negative 6, 8. Okay, I'm going to start there. The center is negative 6, 8. So I know it's going to be x plus 6 squared plus y minus 8 squared equals, to find the radius, we're going to have to, you can either use your distance formula or you can plot negative 6, 8. There's your center, negative 2, 5. So picture this circle going around here. This is your radius. So you can make it into a right triangle. Anytime you're finding distance, 3 and 4 would be your A and B. So 3 squared plus 4 squared equals your radius squared. Or again, you could use distance. 9 and 16 gives you 25. And the square root of that would be 5. So if your radius is 5, then in this it would be, remember, it's your radius squared, 25. Okay, one similar to it, write the equation of a circle that has endpoints of a diameter of 2, 0, and 3, 6. 2, 0, 3, 6. Now that's your diameter. So for this, you'd want to go, it's up 6 over 1. So if you go up 3 over a half, there's your center, right? And if you look at this little triangle, I don't particularly like this one. I didn't think it through. A squared plus b squared equals c squared is going to be 0.5 squared plus 3 squared equals your radius squared. So if you put that all together, you get 9.25 equals your radius squared. Take the square root. So your radius is 9.25. Square root of 9.25. And then your center is the point, let's look, 2.5 up 3. So 2.53. So when I put it in, it's x minus the x value, x minus 2.5 squared, plus y minus 3 squared equals your radius squared, which would just be 9.25. Because again, if you square something that has a square root, they cancel each other out. Okay, last part, how to graph them. So if I give you an equation, you're going to find and state and plot the center. And then you're going to state the radius. And then you're going to use the radius to plot in all 4 directions. So if your center's here, go top, bottom, left, and right. And then you'll draw your circle around that. Okay, so your center is the first thing that we want to find. It's positive 3, negative 2, and that's where they like to get you, forgetting to change the sign. Your radius is the square root of 4, which is 2. So we're going to go to 3, negative 2. And then we're going to go up 2, down 2, right 2, left 2. I feel like I'm in a Dr. Seuss movie. And then as carefully as you can, draw that circle. And then just label it x minus 3 squared plus y plus 2 squared equals 4. And that's all there is to it. All right, so on the part B here, your center would be positive 1 and 0. And your radius is the square root of 16, which would be 4. So we're going to start at 1, 0. And you're going to go up 4, down 4, right 4, and left 4. And then label it x minus 1 squared plus y squared equals 16. And that's all there is to it. So after this, you're going to give these questions a try on the back. So just writing equations, you can use this graph to help you with 3 and 4, trying to figure out, like we did on these, what the radius would be for the rest of your question. Graph these two, state the center and the radius, then graph, and then a couple more graphing, and then just a little bit of it looks like a lot because there's 3 pages, but again, they're big questions, so it's actually not a very long assignment at all, and we'll go through that on Monday. If you have any questions, as always, stop in and see me. I'm happy to help. Have a good day.